walking like a train, super fast. That is one train going.
Welcome back to the series where Today we're talking about perfectionism.
Welcome to Redwood Blue.
Welcome back to the series where we talk about issues that teenagers face through a teenage
and an adult's perspective. Okay, what is perfectionism?
Perfectionism is the belief that everything has to be done perfectly without flaws, and setting yourself up to really high standards that are difficult to come to or difficult to achieve without putting in an extreme amount of effort.
Okay, and the associated emotion with it, that if it is not perfect, then it is a failure.
If it isn't 100, then there's no point.
Yeah, there's just no point. And that was what we wanted to touch upon today, that if it is not 100, then it is a 0. The extremes
spectrum. It's either I want to give it my all, or what is the point in doing it? I don't want to do it at all.
Yeah, in terms of marks, is like, if I have to score, it better be 100.
Yeah.
Or I will just not write the exam.
Or I'm just gonna not study and flunk the exam.
No effort is equal to 0, and then it is okay, because if I had put effort,
I would have been 100.
Yeah. So that's how it shows up in your education. It can show up like that in your hobby.
Basically, I feel like it's procrastinating as well. You're procrastinating and pushing away doing something because it seems like it's too much, and it seems like you can't give your 100% when you're doing something. It could also be not wanting to learn something, because when you're doing hobbies or when you're trying to learn something new, you don't feel like it, or you aren't inclined to it because you're not going to know everything about it.
And you will have a teacher called failure, because you'll constantly fail at it in the starting, which will give that perfectionist mindset a lot of trouble. Like, oh my gosh, I'm such a 0.
Yeah.
And I'm all the negative words that come up in your head while presenting itself. Yeah. So why is it that we are wanting to emphasize on it?
I just want to stress upon the fact that wanting 100 isn't wrong. Wanting to do good or having high standards isn't wrong. It becomes negative when you feel unmotivated to do things, or when you feel like you don't want to put any effort into anything because you're worried that you're not going to give yourself 100. When you feel like anything below amazing isn't good enough, or when you're scared of failure or making a mistake, then it's harming, because you're limiting yourself the ability to grow.
And what are things that we can possibly do to circumvent this feeling inside that, I have to be the Mr. Perfect or Ma'am Perfect?
Ma'am Perfect. Well, something that's helped me is setting small, time allotted things, allotting your time, especially academically, and using those, because I know that I have to finish something in that time. I'm not going to stress upon doing it really well, because I know I only have that much time for something. And another thing that helped me, especially with hobbies, is looking at it, instead of looking at it as a competition, just looking at it as a hobby. The person that's judging you is yourself mostly, and you're the one who wants it to be perfect. You're the one who wants only 100 and nothing else. There's no one else that's pressuring you into it, especially if it's a hobby or something that you enjoy doing. So focus on that you enjoy doing it, and it's not a competition, unless it is a competition and you're competing for something. But if it's a hobby and something that you enjoy doing, then just focus on that.
Also, do not associate the outcome with your identity, like I am.
Don't attach you personally into an outcome, or don't focus on the outcome, focus on going to the outcome.
Yeah, the journey and the travel is going to be more useful. The other thing that actually can help also is the 2-minute rule that we keep speaking about. As a movement, any kind of movement will provide you impetus to go forward. And if you're able to see, oh, if I take 2 minutes, this much I can do, then I possibly can do better. As from an adult's perspective, when you're looking at, have you completed your portions for the exams, or have you tried something out and you're like, nah. As a parent, when you see, you do not understand what is going on, why is the child struggling or not doing or showing disinterest, and that can become a struggle for the parent, or for the friends who are wanting to work projects with you, and you say, oh, this is not going to be perfect, so I'm not going to do it. So those troubles can be dissipated, like if you're ready to say, okay, I'm going to try it for 2 minutes, I'm going to set timelines and try it. So that's one thing that can also
help.
The other thing that we can think about is the intent of growth mindset versus the fixed mindset. Am I fixated on 0 or 100 versus do I want to move forward? Do I want to see it as a learning experience rather than...
But also moving into the I want to see it as a learning experience is difficult, because you've been in this state of, oh, I only want 100 for a while. So it's okay if it's hard, and it's okay if it takes a while to move forward, but there isn't anything wrong with it, and it is a process. Yeah.
Okay, this is what we wanted to bring up today as a topic of discussion. Do like our content. If you like it, share it with your friends, and comment on the content. We will also like to know from you, what is it that you would like to do in the next 2 hours,
2 days and 2 weeks,
and see if this resonated with you. We look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.